Restoration is brought to you by
Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people.
Yes, extra long sanitary pad for extra comfort.
We got Yes Protection.
It's a beautiful day and I want to find out how you are doing. I believe you're doing well by the special grace and favor of God. This is Restoration with Stacy. We'll be right back after this break.
We are a people of choice and preference. Our choices determines the quality of our lives. Our preferences depends on vast reasons. Hisense has all the reasons.
Hisense inverter fridge is very elegant. Efficient cooling system that keep your food fresher.
Hisense means quality, long-lasting quality.
Hisense AC is energy efficient. It's super chill and it does not make noise. Watch all your seasonal football matches on Hisense TV. Only Hisense gives you 5 years warranty. Hisense everyday prices for everyday people.
Hisense, life reimagined.
Hey, Flores, what are you thinking?
I love your dress. Hey, GTP.
Of course, Clemento. Me and GTP go way back.
Thank you.
And I rock it confidently.
Your dress is colorful.
That's GTP. Our colors don't run. Yes, that's genuine.
Madam.
Another way to ensure the GTP you're buying is authentic is by scratching the white sticker to reveal the 12-digit number. Text the number to the short code 1393 across all networks for free, and you get a text within seconds telling you if your GTP is authentic or not. Original GTP is also available in open markets, shops, and online at www.buygtp.com.
GTP, timeless.
I remember the days I just couldn't go to the gym because it was that time of the month. Yas extra long sanitary pad took the worry away. Easy.
Yes, comfort, I got yes, confidence, I got yes.
The new Yas extra long sanitary pad is the joy of every woman. It is extra absorbent and fits perfect. Don't allow anything to hold you back when it's that time.
Wow. Yes, yes, yes.
Feel confident, stay fresh.
Hi, is it supposed to be that time of the month?
Yes. I got yes, confidence, I got
Yes.
we got yes, protection, I got
Yas extra long sanitary pad for extra comfort.
we got yes, protection.
Hello, your friend Jackie. So we will be a winning on who are the jet to Semia and Pimpino. You to me 5 gems if in Kitadia, you need your Brucia, your fans, any and down for any. Nanso, who bet to me about home by using a Donko hand sanitizer, debia, any bribia. If you say you to me 5 gems if in Yama Yasa is so. A Donko hand sanitizer, bet to me about home by debia, free gems, bacteria, you need in home. A Donko hand sanitizer, sure or dog. Never home by
FD Ashwisha said Jadian Kratoimu Adia Tum say Underarms. You don't usually think about them. You protect them from sweat and odor. But that's not enough. What they need is something that takes care of them. So they feel good whatever you put them through. Introducing Dove Antiperspirant. It goes beyond 48-hour protection, giving you long-lasting dryness and soft, smooth underarms. Dove Antiperspirant cares for your underarm skin like never before.
To help fight the spread of germs, learn Lifebuoy's hand washing habits. Wash hands with soap or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Together, let's help fight the spread of germs in Africa.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Nido Fortigrow contains essential nutrients to help your child be body and mind ready for school.
I know he's ready because the love I give him grows with him.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
forever grateful to our sponsors, Hisense Everyday Prizes for Everyday People, Yas Washing Powder and Yas Sanitary Pad, Hooch Corn and Choco Flakes, Jim Ray Estate, to Original Adonko Hand Sanitizer, and Adonko Next Level. We are grateful. A big thank you to GTP for constantly over the years making sure that I represent our culture and our heritage through fashion. Thank you to GTP, to La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, where we record every time. I say a very big thank you to you too. And my good news is here. If you're a business and you want to boost your business and make sure you get to your next level, this is the time for you to call Multi-Credit Savings and Loans. Multi-Credit has the special promo going on. If you are in a group of 5, 7 or 9, you can go to Multi-Credit and they will give you a group loan that will help you boost your business. It does not come with any long demands. It's just simple. You go in as a group, they ask you a few questions. If you are eligible, it is Kanama. And we just Kanama Mistro and Fendi Wenu. Fayejma, send a bay a bit me a tia loan. No before for us and your home for so call Multi-Credit now across Ghana. Their numbers are on the screen and they will come to your aid and save your business. These are hard times, and the best way we can let you know that we care is us doing this group loans for you at Multi-Credit Savings and Loans. And today I have been costumed by one of my daughters, Dakwa of Brigidax, Divine Cassie, GH Beauty Artistry, styled by Yemi, to chocolate hair. I'm very grateful to all of you. And when it comes to our food, we are forever in debt. When it comes to the Sousa Catering Services, Soraya, you are simply amazing. Thank you so much for constantly ensuring that we get the best of food each time we record. And today is going to be exciting because for those of us who are lovers of Ghanaian movies, my guest is a woman you have watched, you have fallen in love with. I call her the lady who can cry an ocean. Yes, before Emilia Brobe, there was someone who could also cry, and maybe cry, she still cries like an ocean. And she's going to be our guest. In a time when we thought we could not save the movie industry, the people of Comerica made sure that they entertained Ghanaians and everyone around the world with nice, exciting movies. And I cannot wait for us to go back to those days where we have the likes of Ejako, Akrobeto, Lil Wayne, Bessie Siedu, and my guest in another movie. Please, my guest for this week is Portia Asare Boateng. Posh, et say, and obesu.
No.
Unsu. I'm sure you have all seen Portia, and really, my main bisa na esuno na I had the rubber show any asekakra. Eba, the chemi technique no.
Manfa rubber show me that.
Da. You just get into character.
You just have to get into character. And then you also have to remember some things. I mean, as human as we are, we have a lot of,
down
memories.
Moments.
We have stories, we have history. And so you sit back and you reflect, and then you are able to put yourself in character. Issues of yesterday can make you cry. Mm-hmm. And so I don't see why you should.
Some of the issues consist of broken hearts. Because that's for your tears, dear. Hey!
No, broken heart doesn't make one cry, especially when you are out of it. I don't think so.
Really?
No.
Okay, then you are different, because some people cry over broken hearts, even when they're out.
A long-time relationship.
Yes. Maybe Oshede nipa ne de ne famu na okaya otimisu.
No, I don't know. I don't know how it's so.
So did you always want to act?
Yes. Yes. Growing up, I used to practice at home. So everybody in my house knew I would one day become an actor.
Actress.
So it was something. But I didn't see myself acting to this level. I'd always wanted to do something that will make me rubber for Nema, you know. So I saw myself being a newscaster, a secretary,
a flight attendant, you know, some of
now watch a show.
Those were I saw myself doing. And so, but I wasn't far from what I knew I would do. And so it is part of the things that I'd wanted to do.
So how did the professional acting start for you?
Okay, it started right after secondary school. Right after secondary school, one of my aunties who was then in the media, Ekwia Bakuma.
Oh, Ekwia Bakuma is your aunt?
Yes.
Wow.
She's my mother's sister, kid sister, yeah. So at home, they knew what I used to do. And so I remember after secondary school, she told me that she had a tutor or a teacher in Wesley College. And so she will introduce me to the man. Yes.
That's just by my school, Mafetri Girls.
Yes. So I think she spoke with the man. And then I was there one day after school. You know, those days when you complete, you have to be at home for like a year to wait for your results. So I was there and then my auntie called and said that, oh, Papa ne say they are doing an audition at Cultural Center, so come. So I went and then lo and behold, my first time, I landed myself a big role and that's where it started from and I never turned back.
So which was your first movie?
Debbie Debbie.
Debbie Debbie.
Yes.
When you had that role, were you intimidated by the people you're going to work with?
Never at all. I feel it is, even now that we normally feel intimidated because then we loved each other. It was beautiful.
They welcome you.
It was
joy,
welcoming.
with love.
When you go on set, you see you are part of a family. And so it was as easy as that. Unlike now that when you go, you feel, let me be at my corner. I'm not part of this group. And so when it happens like that, when you are called to act or do something, you feel, who is going to watch? I mean, how is it going to be? How would they talk about you? But then it was all about family. It was, somebody would just pat you and tell you, you did well. Oh, you should have done it this way. It was good. And so I never felt intimidated.
Within that time, leaving secondary school, you're obviously young. Was it challenging for you?
It wasn't. Seriously, growing up, I was very fierce. But
you look quiet.
Why
a reverse?
Yeah, I don't know why, but growing up, I didn't care about anything. I used to do Miss Teen. I won Miss Teen. I used to do a lot of things, but
it comes with age.
I don't know.
It comes with age.
Yeah.
So within that time, I mean, when you are out of secondary school, everybody's expecting that you would continue or you learn a trade. So when you landed your first role, it was great.
Yeah.
Then obviously another one will come. Because when you're good and your viewers love you, you always get roles to play. Did it change your decision about your education, or you were like, or you decided to make it a profession?
It was a mixture of the two. I was quite young and I loved the publicity. I loved the money that was coming.
And the wine empire.
I love everything, the new exposure, the experiences I was having then. And so I told myself, well, my family wanted me to continue right away. But then they are not that, they give you room to operate.
Yes.
So
make your own choices.
Exactly. So we all decided that, okay, education has no limits. Whenever you want to continue on, you can still go. So that gave me the opportunity to stay in till date.
Every career comes with its own challenges, difficulties, and I'm sure acting is no different. Did you have any of these?
Of course, I've had a lot of challenges, but when you are into something that is part of you, something that, when you have a passion for something, you don't see it as a challenge. You see it as an opportunity to either better yourself or learn. And so every day is a challenging moment for me. And it's not difficult. I always sail through And so I wouldn't really say it's a challenge.
But there are times you actually encounter certain situations and you go back in the quiet of your room and sometimes you even cry.
There was a time on Mr. Answer's set when we were shooting Suffering to Lose. I went to the set. In fact, I was a bit late on my way on the motorway. I called him.
To Mr. Answer's set?
Yes.
I
called him and I'm like, Daddy, mpacho maye late kakra. Me wo motorway ni so. Akakakra na me do.
What akakakra?
The way the man gave to me, he was like, awe enye raba kra, enye raba. Say raba, it do time so. Like the man actually gave it to me.
Yeah. Mr. Kwanzaa will do that.
I was so quiet because it was the first experience. It was the first time anybody.
I said we are blasted.
Especially in the industry. And so who said min church assembly man asema min church mu. And I'm then I got to the set. And then when I went there, I couldn't function because it was the first. It was the first time.
I was blast no, but I did you too.
Seriously, me too. One mudi, I said, "Oh, be only me be anawa, but Portia, are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm okay." And it was the first time I was working with a man. So me who. So I think, and then later he came closer to me and he explained everything. And then he even encouraged me. When he came closer, he encouraged me, and I felt so happy, relieved, and comfortable. And then everything, went on smoothly. So I would say it was at that point that I felt more challenged. Because I felt like every time it is easy. Mm-hmm. You meet your friends, you meet people you've worked with for a longer period of time, and you are comfortable with. But working with Kwanzaa really, really was...
It was an eye-opener.
Yeah.
And when you work with him, ethically you change.
Exactly.
Because he's so strict.
Yes.
He's a perfectionist.
Yes.
He's a disciplinarian.
Yes.
So you won't have a choice.
Yes.
But to give him your best.
Exactly.
And you did amazing. You did amazing on that. Into when you blast now, after he had spoken to you, he had calmed you down. Did you begin to take stock of your life and go like, okay, moving forward?
Yes.
May you say.
It was even then that I realized that initially I was doing baby work. Now I am
a pro.
Yeah, I'm moving somewhere because I cried on the set. I think I was crying somewhere before he came to me and spoke to me. And so I went and every time I come on set, when I close and I go home, I discuss with my family. They would ask, Charlie, how was it? How was this one? So we sat down and all my sisters, they were like, hey, Anya, that's good. That's very challenging. Especially there's one of my sisters, Lavina. She's a lawyer. As for her, anything challenging makes her happy. And so she was happy it happened like that. And then we talked about it and we laughed about it. And it was an eye-opener, like you said. It was a challenging moment of my life. And it was then that I realized that I need more education. I need to grow myself very well. I need to better myself. I need to learn more. I don't have to sit in my comfort zone. There is more to do.
Become very complicit.
Yes.
Wow. It's sometimes it becomes quite difficult to go where I'm going. But once we live our lives in the open, you don't really have much of a choice. You'd have to go there. But before I go there, I would want to take a very quick message from our sponsors, and we'll be right back after the break.
We are a people of choice and preference. Our choices determines the quality of our lives. Our preferences depends on vast reasons. Hisense has all the reasons.
Hisense Inverter Fridge is very elegant. Efficient cooling system that keep your food fresher.
Hisense means quality, long-lasting quality.
Hisense AC is energy efficient. It's super chill and it does not make noise.
إيمانويل إديبايور التجول إذا يحتفل بهذه الأمسية بأنه سجل.
Watch all your seasonal football matches on Hisense TV. Only Hisense gives you 5 years warranty. Hisense everyday prices for everyday people.
Hisense. Life reimagined.
Thank you very much for watching, and remember to constantly be on the move in all that you do. Mwah!
It's a wrap. Oh, in here.
Hey, Clemento.
Oh, dear, me feel you to me yandautu.
Hey, me ya number one fan pa.
Sir, and to manage our Instagram, Jetty. Me patch say GTP there.
Pure.
Down is warm. Just say the beers me who be no was the same.
GTP has endless designs. When buying, just make sure that the source is original, genuine, and authentic.
Simple.
You can buy from any wooden store or any of the GTP accredited dealers nationwide. Or you can do as I do, go online, buy from www.buygtp.com.
Jack, sign your eye.
GTP, timeless.
I remember the days I just couldn't go to the gym because it was that time of the month. Yas extra long sanitary pad took the worry away. Easy.
Yes, comfort, I got. Yes, confidence, I got. Yes.
The new Yas Extra Long Sanitary Pad is the joy of every woman. It is extra absorbent and fits perfect. Don't allow anything to hold you back when it's that time.
Wow. Yes, yes, yes.
Feel confident, stay fresh.
Hi. Is it supposed to be that time of the month?
Yes. I got. Yes, confidence, I got.
Yes.
We got yes protection. I got.
Yas Extra Long Sanitary Pad for extra comfort.
We got yes protection.
Hello, your friend Jackie. So we will be a winning on who are the jet to semia and pimpino. Your to me 5 gems if in Kitadia, your near Brucia, your fans, any and down for any. Nanso, what bet to me about home by using a Donko hand sanitizer, debia, any bribia. Every say your to me 5 gems if in Yama Yasa is so. A Donko hand sanitizer, bet to me about home by debia, free gems, bacteria, you need in home. A Donko hand sanitizer, sure or dog. Never home by
FD Ashisha said Jadian Kratoimu Ajia Tumse Eye. Underarms. You don't usually think about them. You protect them from sweat and odor. But that's not enough. What they need is something that takes care of them. So they feel good whatever you put them through. Introducing Dove Antiperspirant. It goes beyond 48-hour protection, giving you long-lasting dryness and soft, smooth underarms. Dove Antiperspirant cares for your underarm skin like never before.
To help fight the spread of germs, learn Lifebuoy's hand washing habits. Wash hands with soap or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Together, let's help fight the spread of germs in Africa.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Nido Fortigrow contains essential nutrients to help your child be body and mind ready for school.
I know he's ready because the love I give him grows with him.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Okay, so we're still in Teshi and it's a Hisense Super Crazy giveaway moment. And we have Vivian with us. Vivian, it's a say. Just a Teshi for me, Brian. Me feel good.
Yes, I will come up.
Wow. Now, you're not interested with pet restoration.
Yeah. I watch it, but not too much. But Kakrana, Mashano, Menije.
Now, the hen now share when you pa.
Currently, I'm sure last one I'm sure Empress gifted
okay.
Yeah, which I've been listening over again.
Oh, all over and over and over again.
Story here, nice one, and it's similar to my own.
Similar to your own.
Yeah.
Wow.
The struggle's not fair, it's similar. Wow. God is being so good.
Into what share? No. How did it encourage you?
Yeah, it's say I shouldn't give up because she never gave up. Yeah, she never gave up. Baby, a ban, no. And God made a way. So I also urge myself not to give up. So whatever happened, no,
you just keep going.
I should keep going.
The bonsema why I high sense at aroma. High sense for see we say emedawas.
Wow.
Say that's so support restoration.
Thank you.
Then our catcher high sense.
Thank you, high sense. I'm so happy and I didn't even expect this.
Wow. Yes, that's a pass. So keep watching and God bless you.
I will.
So this is our winner for this week's High Sense Super Crazy Giveaway moment.
Thank you.
We'll come your way next week with another winner. Welcome back from our giveaway for this week's High Sense Super Crazy Giveaway moment. We are back in the studio and very soon Portia will get to pick her card and we'll find out what she will also take home. Portia, yakwaya. Let me ask you this. Mostly, Crawford say, a man muyesinin, a anamasro. Na wasro and senior ma obesro ye, and I say, Oko break na wasro ye. Which category will you be in?
Omasro in what sense?
Almost a high time for.
Now, what is high time?
And when they say just we are rubber man broso.
In fact, me who's an my explanation for this. Seriously, but
almost a meme approach mo no mushu. Cause I thought that a meme feel some bro muso.
No. Me feel say Obama there you should be a go-getter. If that is what you want,
you go for it.
You go for it. And one thing about as an individual thing, me no. A lot of people complain that I'm not easily approached. I don't understand why. And so people that are close to me normally say, Portia, you're very lovely. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, those that are friends to me, mm-hmm. they even say I'm talkative. I talk a lot more than I should. But then when you're not close to me, you will see me as a snobbish person, mm-hmm. somebody who on penny pa. Mm-hmm. But it is rather the opposite. So it's an individual thing. Mm-hmm. You need to get close to the person to know. You don't just read the book by its cover.
Yeah.
And so when they say wasura, I don't understand. Well, me call industry ni mono. Sana mi di kan no. Na me yakra na me ni suye Be tokro bia me rem. Those that know me from cast. Obia nim sana me ni suye pa. Just that na me nsroye. I was still a virgin. But na me ni oma sro na ne di agro. Me chimi me call club. You know, na me ni suye Foxtrap. I used to go there. You know, but me no momuno. Me be very quiet.
We do.
Baby, I will be able you won't find Portia there. You were just asking me about this award. Me say me I'm just a chairman son. I don't know about anything because I don't go anywhere. And so it depends. And then it has to also do with your circle of friends.
Exactly.
I am the family type. Say me manager na me nene na ma me wo fie. Me wo fie. I'm always home. Obi kura ma me invitation to come somewhere na se meni aha megia tomorrow be do dana na meni aha
o ko fa tare ahye na adwuma foforo.
So it's an individual thing and I wouldn't really have much to say. It depends on the individual.
Your marriage was quiet. It wasn't all over the place. All we saw was Portia wawari yentenenka okay or enjoying awari. Then suddenly we didn't hear anything of you. Why did you make your marriage so private?
I'll still make it private if I have to marry again. This time around the crowd, it will just
private.
Super. It will just be maybe 30 or 20 people, just the two family. And that's how it's going to be. And so I always feel like that's how it's supposed to be.
Because it's your private life.
Exactly. If you're an artist, whatever you are, a public figure, it has nothing to do with your private or personal life. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why people will go out there, showcase what they have, take cameras in their homes, show what they have and all of that. Seriously, that's, oh yeah, Juma, you need to portray an imagined character, and that's what I do because I act. I act for people to learn from me. I don't need to tell them I have this car, I have this house, I have these kind of children, I've got this marriage and all of that. Well, like I said, it always boils down to the individual.
Exactly.
And so, and upbringing, and so, and then for me, I feel like any pabi or they don't see, they didn't think they would get there. And so when they got there, they feel like the world should know. But I feel like, well, it's good to maybe. It has a positive and negative. I'm just talking rubbish, and I'm a bother man.
No, Debbie, you said they're all feeling our can because, and it's not just you. We have someone like Nadia Buhari. She decides what she wants to post about her family because she believes that's her private life.
Exactly.
And it is her choice because ode baba to hono. A content MOB na nipa ne da kwaje ebia 20 cent bi na bosumu akwaje ska bebre gu ni bottom. So that is her preference. For me, if my husband was not in the industry, I'm sure say Bianca Monte. Exactly. So Obiane ne dear, it's not about showing off what you have or what you don't have and all that. I share that kind of opinion because even on my personal page, one time when someone posted me, once in a blue moon, it be a birthday, anniversary, bibisa, because that is my page. And I just feel like and I just want to honor him. But I don't think say bedroom because that is your sacred space and you have to learn to respect that space. So I know there may know the same line, but even though we are you still had this challenge in the home. Was it people? Or was it a personal choice? Well, has an economic secretary. Miana mispelling means intro. So let's end it.
I don't think anybody enters into marriage with a time frame to end it. In as much as we everybody, especially when you are young and you want to marry, we invest more time into prayers, fasting, like you want to marry, and you are looking for, this ideal kind of husband or wife. And so there wasn't any time bound or any limitation that, okay, I'm marrying for 2 years or this sets of time but then, like I say, life is a journey. You need to experience it before. Now, some of the things I used to say when I wasn't married before, I don't say them again because then you need to walk a mile in the person's shoe because before you are able to say some of the things that you say. And so it wasn't an advice from any person, not even family, like they put out there some months or years back that I was being forced. You know how bloggers and social media, But it was a personal journey, and then at a point I realized that okay, and so I sat down with my family. It was a tough decision because, first of all, because media person, I considered more. I paid more attention to what people will say, and I stayed in for And so it got to a time when I felt like I couldn't go anymore. And it was a personal choice. It was a decision I have to make for myself and nobody's. Because at the end of the day, it is me. It is not the media. It is not the outside people. It's not even my parents or my family. And so I considered a lot of things, and I realized that I need to move on with my life because at the end of the day, it's me.
About you.
Yeah.
How fulfilling were you when you eventually got the divorce?
I was at peace with myself. I was at peace with God. Normally, the things that really helps me in the journey of life, when I do something and I feel that I don't have the conviction, like I'm not happy with myself, I said, it's one man I'm a dream. Then I know I didn't do the right thing. But this is something that I did that I would say I even celebrated in my own quiet time. I was comfortable, I was happy, my heart was at peace, my soul was rested. So I don't know the feeling, I can't talk about it, especially to the public, but I feel like...
It was a feel-good for you.
Yes, and I always consider family. I'm a family person. I always consider family, especially with the background I grew up from. The way I'm a family, yet it's in, you don't just do anything anyhow. And so when I'm taking a decision, I consider all of that before. And this is a case that the church came in, my family, it traveled very far. And thankfully, it is because the only parts, I think I got divorced for 3 years before it came to public.
You're joking?
Oh, yes. And so it is not for me to talk about it. I mean, Obia want a personal problem. We can't sit here and be hypocrites and think that
it's all perfect.
It is all, but your individual fight, and you need to mind yourself and know that where you're going to, it is okay for you, and then you take a step.
That's the most important thing. When you were able to move on, now you had to think about picking your career up.
Yes.
Because when you were married, you were strictly a family woman.
Yes.
You stopped acting. We were not seeing you at events. We were not even seeing you on social media.
Yeah.
You just went quiet.
Yes.
And now you had to try to bring your life back to where you left off from.
Yes.
How difficult was that for you?
Very difficult. Extremely difficult. I would say that if I have any challenge in my life, if I've had any challenge in my life, it will be this moment. When I left marriage, and then my family sat me down, were like, you need to travel outside. Because when the media get to hear of this, they will talk unnecessarily, they will say things that they don't even know.
And it will hurt you.
Exactly. So, we sat down as family as we do all the time. We discussed through, there were counselors here and there. And so, yes, I left the country. And then that is when Portia's life started as a baby. I had nothing. I needed to start all over again. I had left the industry. I remember I went to school, and it was in my final year that I got married. And so during the time that I was in school, I had to break off from acting for a while. And I thought that surely after school, I'll go back to my acting. And this is when I had to continue the journey with marriage. And I got pregnant along the way. And so, like you said, it was all family thing. And so I came to zero. And then I had to pick myself up again. And I didn't pick myself up from here. I had to pick myself up from another country. I didn't have
where you
documents.
Don't have savers, where you do not say you're Portia, so anybody is doing anything for you.
Nobody. And you know, nobody gives a hoot about you.
It's true.
And so, And so, London and I say Europe mpona makase me benfie all the way to Canada. And I had to work like a laborer. Like the work that I wouldn't do back in Ghana, I started doing. Because meaning krata, my hard work. I've never worked before. I'm treated like a queen in my mother's house, in my father's house. For the first time in my life, I'm doing menial jobs that I am not accustomed to. In a different country, I rent an apartment, I pay bills, everything I have to pay.
So everything you're making, you have about 80% of it going into your bills.
Yes. And then remember, I have kids at home.
You need to send money.
But I have a very solid and supporting family, a very supportive family. And so I didn't have to lift a finger. My family took care of my children. Even if I have to send money home, my parents won't agree. My mom used to come to Canada to visit me, encourage me, and all of that. So it's a journey, like I said. If you don't know, you don't sit somewhere and say anything. And so I had to pick myself up. And then it got to a time that in my quiet moments when I pray and I meditate, I heard the voice again. That voice that normally speaks to me in my silent moments. I heard the voice again that I have given you something to do. So go back and start. It was difficult for me because that was when I had picked myself up. Things were beginning to settle. Now I got a job, a good job, because I was working very hard. And so I was there and I had a letter to come and be in a position where I used to work. Even though I'm using my own name, but I didn't have documentation. And so a position that I wouldn't want to leave. But then something was pushing me to go back. And so I had to fall back to my family, people that, give me advice here and there. And then I was encouraged to come back. I remember Honorable S.K. Boateng came to Canada. The second time that he came to meet me, he was like, Ekuya, the man practically wanted to come with me. And so I gave him a promise that Daddy would call 2 weeks time, and 2 weeks time I honored, because a lot of people had spoken to me and I just had to come. And so I left everything. Well, I thought I would go back. So I left my things and I'm like, okay, I'm coming back in a month's time. But then when I came back, I started putting things together. And that was when I was, by God's grace, I was able to shoot my first movie, Mary Magdalene. And I picked it from there, and the Lord has been faithful.
Bless him.
The Lord has been very, very faithful. I haven't gotten to where I want to be, but there has been massive improvement. Looking behind where I picked it from, the Lord has been very faithful.
It's with this journey of life, it's always one day at a time.
Exactly.
You can't get it all at once.
Exactly.
You can't get the house, get the car, get everything together.
Yeah.
A day will come, you get the house.
Yes.
Another day, you get the car.
Yes.
Or you get the car, you get a house.
Yes.
You get the money, you get a job.
Exactly.
You don't always get it all together. God does not offer things on a silver platter. Before you get there, you should have worked for it.
Yeah.
You should know the pace. God should be able to say that, okay, Portia, I'm grooming a Drew baby. Me the manner on saying. Because there are people who are handed stuff, millions, and they make a mess of it because they've not been through anything to appreciate it.
Yeah.
But where you've been to and where you are, kakra bi e de be ma no. When you saw, what the be ye adwuma abuano amana ye double or triple. So Nyankopon o show bia strength.
Yeah.
Ansa no amana de.
Exactly.
Nti o hwe wa hoden no na wa hoden nso ye. No nim so ma ka be crash no wa hwe kro de ma wa eno ne beku. Nti onye. So I always say that Nyankopon on fa ne e fata o enkame o. E fata on kwa de be ma. Ayet to say ye ne ye ma e wo fie. Na eja wo ho na obaka so de nsa behima obesu said den o ma ne mfa de nsa hye because onim so de nsa hye mu a ebe pra and sa na Nyankopon eni ye daily. Nti no, in as much as we might want it, you have to ask yourself, say ensi ya na nyamemre no so Portia, you be sleeping, people will call you.
I know.
I have had experiences where na me pe so bad. When I wanted it, God never showed up. May you fear me now, me baby, then you have a call, and it's offered to you on a silver platter, and it's double or triple what you expected.
Yeah.
And in every time, in every situation, I always have this thing I tell myself, I'll tell you, be still. It's not the time. Near what they are no Portia, Opa Afghanistan, now Kosovo, now Friwade, Bra, South Africa, no about Morocco kakra. Ko baby a opebia, opa ko Jupiter, ko Mars. When it's yours, opa yen tutu for me function. I made the paper. That is what I believe in God. When the time is right, there is no struggle.
Yeah.
And truthfully, opa, you've not struggled.
Not at all.
Because washishe bibia. And what you went through was a phase to mold you. Because and I will buy when you be because it's just my name. It's because I'm Portia. But or the film. And now you give him that reverence. And Yanko Portia is your boy, woman has reverence now. He will do it. There's nothing he does not do. And I love how why encourage you? I love it. And you do it with so much grace.
Yes.
Remember, I saw you at one awards. I said, Portia, I did not recognize you because you don't look like what you've been through. You don't. And God will keep pushing you. There is one thing I believe. When you allow the Spirit of God push you, He drives you.
Exactly.
You don't work. You don't lift a finger.
No.
He will just do it. Faka abrabono. Nambo, and it will surprise you where he will take you. It's not about who got there first.
No.
The race is not for the swift.
No, I am not. In fact,
Exactly.
I am in my comfortable lead.
And you see, let me tell you one thing. I think it's the nature of Wednesday boss.
Okay.
Me Portia, me ekwia santo amete hey. Wo di we mamia. We na ye media. Me ni so. Amwa kra me gold no. That is me. And I think every human being should learn. Eya wo dia kra no bia se ne ho etan a. Eya wo Miss World, eya wo Miss Ghana. And that is how you build your life as a person. To see a near air to ecosify projects for Frobena. Oh, yeah.
Me shooty Mary Magdalene, lunch, and then we had a vision to take it out there for premiering. And now COVID in a buy, and unfortunately for me, nipa na menene nam den. No time moving no the comma DSTV, Rock TV, say from Iroko TV, or Kotoma or oh. Ni you are laughing, you know. And you know, Chester Siciano, I said, me battle or court.
Why you Frakadam?
Yeah. And I met one or some better that I mean, say, Minkocha series, or no other story in Obama, me cost spending me Sika Dikocha series. Series, they are showing it now. Oh, Aquaba TV, DSTV for new Aquaba Bino. The title of my series is My Chef and I. Omo yini recently.
And also you're there.
Yeah.
And also we are free hokoi.
Me what they say me who see a de no akwaba. And so nyame na me de call e. Nyame na me de call e.
So it comes back to our copyright issues.
You know?
And those at Multi-Choice Ghana, they are very amazing people. You can just walk in, talk to Mercy Clotte, talk to Ansaki, talk to Cecil.
Oh, I'm about to do that. Yes, but you know our industry. No, first one me call court, you know. Your people have come home. I don't want to mention names here. They have come home to beg and beg and beg and beg. And your union or industry because me no me the law na ya de.
Nasa come to so come there.
You understand? And I spend money. So the case is in court as I speak with you. And I was hired another one. So I am yet to see. In fact, I will sit on this platform, Aquaba TV. The My Chef and I that you are showing. You know the producer is Portia Asare Boateng, and you have not seen me. You are paying money to somebody. That battle is coming. If you want peace with me, come and give me my money because when you are showing it, you know the movie is for Portia Asare Boateng. It is for me. Okay, we will come to that.
These are serious copyright issues, and
you understand?
Oh, say go first way enye but enka ya brocha kebia wo nana no mo nana cancel me ba be di wo say djuma we.
It's crazy. So you talk about the industry, and they are the same people. They are the same people that are really spoiling the business for us. Imagine me
after everything you've been through.
After everything I've been through. I mean, it's not fair. It's not fair. So yeah, these are some of the things that I'm doing. Recently, we are on set. We just shot our first episode of something that is coming.
Something different.
And so we just pray for strength. We pray for grace. And we pray for longevity. There are lots on the pipeline that...
I love that part. I saw a quote somewhere that if you want to kill me, you need to kill God first. This went me and Kunyamea.
Nyame ti asia ne
ti because nyame no otiyemu.
Exactly.
Ntino bibia be kama. And when it comes to copyright issues, be na hear me. I think so Community Choice Ghana. Omo ye namfofo. I know them. Mercy Clotte, fantastic woman, and Saki, amazing. Cecil, go there, have a talk with them, and they listen. Because on the Otine baby, I said met her. Now the way Bremen say mentor, na me pa me mentor. Maybe I mean maybe bisa baby because me here. I don't.
But I think they need to research through before.
Exactly. No one say BB say because Omunim said they are a very credible institution. Omunim said definitely obi emfa krona de embro. No until say we be kohono. And to walk cry was them in be a more modern from say, hey, yeah, against you're credible until my no be dealing now you're credible. No, you ain't been sign you'll be at so be the baby bar, your position. That was what set another pace for them.
Okay.
To Portia, Yami, Israel. With the open numbers, now me the paper.
Me imagine.
Now what follow up because they are amazing people.
Thank you.
Tia dancing. Tia answer now be conmestro. Edru also. High sense giveaway moment.
Hey. I think there was some kind of mammy. Now we ko yina me anyi ni pay. Na de wapia to me nim na memfa.
Hey, Samo.
Oh, na so yes I wan yadio. Menkai,
me pacho.
Thank you for coming. You take home an Amcon electronic ceramic hub.
Oh, okay. And you do be here.
Okay.
Location inti.
Okay.
Maybe I'll be I'll bet me a plug it. While me with Triani. And they say, we are saying, it's way there for your life as a movie person.
Thank you so
this
very
much. This is ultimate. We all plug ya. Ubufu create me den one coin.
Thank you.
To all cost set na with the silver kakrebi. Now we ingredients. So almost say cat. No, I can't wear young coin. Only one young coin na be.
Mate, me da sinya me sure.
Me sure support you. And which yes for say memfa we.
Oh, thank you so much.
So bibia bi pad kakra, toothbrushes kakra, toothpaste kakra, tissues, toilet papers. To the powder they onya enyusu nye yo.
Sir, esun ho.
Chai buckets.
Oh, okay.
We the bebo so me ensan.
Yeah.
The boss me ensan de o.
There be member doors.
Yehovah. It's Portia, I bet that's
thank you so much. God bless you.
And I love how you do not hold back. And I'm sure most of the young women omo be fair futu. Say omo choose life partner. Omo be share beyond omo omagin. No ma share dachi. And sana omo choose. Tinyakopo inshallah.
Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I wish you wouldn't go. Well, this has been an interesting episode. So ladies, we a free advice. Why uncle counseling? When you're on free or TV, so pick up from where people have learned their lessons, so you do not repeat such mistakes. And know that everything you set your mind to, you can achieve it, not by your strength, but by the special grace of God. A big thank you to all of our sponsors, Yaz Washing Powder and Yaz Sanitary Pad, Hooch Corn and Choco Flakes, High Sense, Adonko Original Hand Sanitizer, Adonko Next Level, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, GTP Multi-Credit Savings and Loans, Mesremo. Sikana de monko jio ne mum. Faye juma. Minu me bi omoko jia, sa dano no me party. Portia, akwajilu na de party. Can you imagine? Mesremo. Say wokwa wo de medina eko. Say Stacy say your group of 5, 7, 9 yembeji loan enkoye adwuma. Nti ogia mesrew na de akoye adwuma. Say ne be ya so beboa ebusua na ebusua etimi apeja. Ye be side the Aseda kese ama Jim Ray Estate. And today I have been costumed by one of my daughters, Dakwa of Brigidax. So Dakwa, thank you very much. I really love this outfit. So you can check out Brigidax on Instagram at Brigidax, and you can be sure that she'll get you something amazing to wear for your special occasion. So thank you very much. Dakwa. Thou by Yemi, one line, mene Portia, na yeti, was styling of a fair so Yemi. We say a very big thank you to you. Our makeup, mine is by Divine Cassie, and Portia's makeup is by GH Beauty Artistry. Soraya and ne yedi mashed potatoes. Thank you very much, the Suza Catering. You are simply amazing. And always do remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. We'll see you next week.
Welcome to the end of the tunnel. I see a bright light shining through, and it's just for you.